On today's Athlete Spotlight, I'm here with good friend Joshua Malcolm.
Hey guys, how's it going, YouTube?
So Josh, this is a very special occasion having you out here riding with me today.
It is very special. I'm back in Claremont area just for a couple days. Very excited to be home. I lived here for about 5 years, and it's kind of some difficult circumstances, had to go move away. So it's good to be back. Got to see some friends and see some local eateries, and it's been home. Good homecoming.
Now, obviously, we're doing Athlete Spotlight, so we want to talk a little bit about what you do growing up. What sports did you participate in?
So, growing up, I did baseball, t-ball, baseball. Really liked baseball. That was just something I was always interested in. But then I also got into swimming. I probably started swimming when I was 5. I just turned 5. And from Marietta, Ohio. And there was a YMCA group, the Marietta Marlins. And it was pretty hopping when I was a kid. It was kind of a cool thing to do, and I wasn't too keen about it at first. My mom got me into it, and I was like, I don't want to wear these little skimpy swimsuits and all that, but I started to make some good friends. I really started to like it, and it kind of became my sport. Really enjoyed it. And then I think that built my fitness level pretty well, to the point of in middle school we had the presidential challenge, and I had to run the mile. I had one of the faster times for my grade. I'd never run a mile before, so I was asked to go out for track, and really like distance running, so I picked up running. Had some major issues with shin splints in high school. Got into pole vaulting with my buddy, and but yeah, just running and swimming were always kind of part of my bag of tricks.
So how did you find the transition into triathlons and then being pretty competitive?
Yeah, so I would say I was in high school. Well, you know what? I was a sophomore in high school. I just kind of happened to turn on the TV one day, and I saw the Hawaii Ironman on. I saw these people swimming in the ocean, and I was like, that's pretty cool. So I followed it, for the next hour and a half, and I was just like, that's pretty cool. They're swimming, biking, running. Kind of probably a traditional thing for people to get into, to triathlon, as they see the Hawaii Ironman. And I just kind of said to myself, that'd be cool to do someday. So it had always been in the back of my mind. I got into college. I didn't swim in college. I didn't really run. I ran for recreation. I was just kind of burnt out at the time. But when I graduated college, got my first job, I was just so busy, and I just felt so unhealthy. And there was that little spark that kind of came back. Started watching the Tour de France and started thinking of cycling. So that's when I just kind of made the jump. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to buy a road bike, start cycling, start swimming again, get some running in. I looked on USA Triathlon and found a coach who lived nearby, really Morgantown, West Virginia, a couple hours away, but entry-level coach, and figured it'd be a good place to start. So that's how I got started.
Now I know through your years of competing in triathlons, you've had many invitations to age group nationals for I think sprint distance triathlons.
Olympic, yeah.
So what distance for you did you enjoy the most?
I really honestly like the Olympic distance. The sprints were fun. I think the hard thing, you know, with the sprints, when it came down to any sprints, at that point I was in fitness, I didn't feel like I had to really train for them. But I just didn't like being redlined as soon as the gun went off. So Olympic was pretty good for me. It was a good test of speed and endurance. I was late 20s, early 30s. So I didn't want to, I still had some speed, I would say. Not a lot, but I like the Olympic. And then honestly, it was in 11. I did a half. I spent pretty much the whole season doing my first half. And I just got burnt out. It was a hot summer. I did Augusta, which was in September. So I was training pretty hard through June, July, August, down here in Florida, training a lot after work, being on my feet all day. And it was just, I just kind of got burnt out from it. So I liked the half. It was good. It was a little more than what I expected at the time, but I think the Olympic distance is really kind of I still like it. You know, I'm setting up for May. I'm going to be doing a local triathlon in Kansas City, so I'm excited to get back into it.
Who are some of the people you've worked with?
Coaching wise?
Yeah.
So my first coach out of Morgantown was his name was Derek Clark. Super nice guy. He's a PT. I think he was just finishing up his DPT at the time, West Virginia University. So he had exercise physiology background and PT background, and was into the local triathlon scene there. So that was a good start for me. When I moved down to Florida, I started working with Jennifer Hutchison, and she was awesome. I mean, she really upped a lot of what I was doing, and increasing volume, increasing speed, increasing intensity, really, you know, making sure that I was sticking to the plan and the program and really digging down deep into what I needed. And then I took a hiatus for a couple years, just family things came up, life things came up, and I wanted to get back into it. So I actually contacted Sarah McLarty and asked if she'd be my coach. I used to go to her master swim classes all the time, and I mean, my swimming just improved immensely with her. So I was like, well, she can do that, and I know how much she loves to coach. She's just so passionate about it, and she loves to give back. And so I contacted her, and I mean, I got a response immediately. She's like, absolutely, I'd love to. So I'd say for on and off about a year, we kind of communicated, but we're back at it again. Pretty intense, so she's been really good. You did an athlete spotlight on her not too long ago, which is pretty cool to see.
Now that you're training more regularly, getting back in the mindset of competing, what are some of the things that you enjoy about training?
For training for me is a good outlet. You know, I think just to kind of go in a little bit deeper, I just lost my wife recently to breast cancer about 7 months ago, and that was a 3.5 year hard time. It was really tough, and for me, you know, I had my time to grieve, but I also felt like I needed a bit of an outlet, and for me to get out, it helps me get away. It helps me enjoy things again, enjoy life, enjoy being out, enjoy seeing the world and experiences, and saying hi to people who are out, you know, riding or running too. And I've got a daughter. She's 3 3/4, as she would say, and it doesn't hurt anymore. It's fun now. It's just really a lot of fun. So I'm glad to get that joy back.
What can we look forward to this season? You mentioned doing a local Kansas City race.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay local. Just Kansas City area is where I live right now. I'd love to come back down to St. Anthony's Triathlon. That's probably my most favorite triathlon. It's just a great atmosphere, a good course. I think I'll probably plan for that next year, but I think I'll stay close. You know, just kind of some, I don't know, just keep it close, get back into it a little bit more, see how I really feel, see what I want to do, see how the triathlon scene is in Kansas City. So other than the one in May, I don't have anything necessarily set. Do a couple road running races, just slowly get back into it. I don't want to burn myself out again, so just watch my pace.
After a hard training session, what are some things you really enjoy doing, or what's a guilty pleasure for you after a hard training session?
Hard training session. I train late at night, so I put my daughter down to bed around 8:30, and if I've got to ride, I'll get on the train or do my ride. If I've got to run, I might go outside, but a lot of times I go to Lifetime Fitness and run the treadmill or go swim because they're open all the time, so that works for me. So when I get done, my guilty pleasure is just to go to bed. I'd say my guilty pleasure is that I don't stretch. I don't cool down properly. And that's awful, I know. Because the biggest thing that Sarah's working on with me is just trying to stay healthy, not get hurt. You know, I said we've been on and off for about a year just because I keep getting hurt. Little ailments here and there, a shoulder, a hip, a knee, hernia surgery. Just little stupid things. So my guilty pleasure is to just lay down, relax, probably watch an episode of New Girl or two, go to bed.
Do you believe in superstition?
Yeah. Yeah. There are many different things, little things. It all depends on, you know, if I had a good race, I look back at that and go, all right, what did I do? Just try to recreate that all the time. Whether it was how I had my helmet placed on the aero bars, or how I had my feet placed, or I'm a Kansas City, or I mean a KU Jayhawk fan, so I have to wear the same shirt every time. If I'm not wearing that shirt because I forgot, I'm not doing well, I have to change my shirt. And they normally win, you know, Jayhawks, they don't lose very often, so I'm kind of thinking it's the shirt. So, yeah, not too much, you know, I think there's just some things out of your control, but, you know, if it makes you feel good, do it.
If you had a superhero power, what would it be?
I'd say the ability to warp time. Slow it down, speed it up. You know, go back in time. There's a lot of things I'd probably tell myself to do differently. I would say flying, but I think being able to manipulate time would be pretty cool. Go see different eras, see what's going to happen in the future. Be kind of cool.
something most people don't know about you?
I've been a part of 2 world record attempts. So back to the Jayhawks. It was maybe December of 15. My wife and I went to a Jayhawks game, and they wanted to break the record for the most ugly sweaters at I think it was a sporting event, or at one time we broke that record. So I have an official handout from that. And then just recently, they broke the loudest crowd in I think an indoor sporting event, which was originally held by Kentucky Wildcats a couple weeks earlier, like 124 decibels. And I think we got up to 130.4 decibels. So that's pretty cool, you know. That was fun, very fun experience. So I guess I'm part of world record holder a little bit.
Well, Josh, we thank you for your time. We hope this upcoming season you stay healthy and race well. And we look forward to hearing more about you in the future.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, you too. See ya.
This is KSquared Cycling. Keep the grams down and the watts up.